Welcome back. A new bill that passed in the state Senate Wednesday is one that backers say adds teeth to the federal and state immigration laws. But opponents say it will stoke fear in the immigrant community while targeting local government workers. 11 Alive's Doug Richards has more on the motivation behind this new bill.
In our state, we have seen a politicization of the law.
The sponsor of Senate Bill 21 says some local governments are not vigorously enforcing immigration laws. If the bill becomes law, local government officials could be sued by people who think they were harmed by an absence of immigration law enforcement.
We're going to create, if necessary, a financial incentive for you to obey Georgia immigration law as a local government.
The debate comes less than a month after Donald Trump took office with a tough on immigration message.
You are on the wrong side of history if you're voting against these bills, and the voters sent you a clear message in November.
Democrats contend the measure would unduly burden local governments already straining with limited resources.
So which is it? Do we want to limit lawsuits, or do we want to weaponize them against teachers? This bill doesn't make Georgia safer.
They do have to follow Georgia law. That doesn't mean that a teacher is responsible for the harm that comes afterwards, as long as they're abiding by Georgia law.
The sponsor, Blake Tillery, spoke after his bill passed on a party line vote. Refugee activists were among those in the gallery unhappily watching.
Even for those people who are documented and don't have anything to worry about, this kind of environment just makes people feel unsafe.
Doug Richards, 11 Alive News.
The Republican-led bill is now on its way to the House for consideration. Meanwhile, the conversation around sanctuary cities in Georgia was renewed after a tragic death in Athens turned into a political flashpoint. Next week marks 1 year since the community was rocked by the death of Laken Riley. The 22-year-old Augusta University nursing student was killed while jogging on the University of Georgia's campus. I sat down with Athens Mayor Kelly Girtz to talk more about how the community is healing. He reflected on how this social and local tragedy became this national spotlight when an undocumented immigrant was arrested and convicted in Riley's murder. Being the center of political war back and forth across the aisle, what was your response to that?
I always try and center myself as a policymaker just in an objective understanding of what's happening. The political fireworks, those are certainly going on everywhere these days, and I just accept that that's a feature of this moment in time. But I'm conscious that just as we have to be thoughtful about what will make for a safe community right now, we have to be thinking about the years and the decades ahead too.
Be sure to join us Sunday night at 11 for a closer look at what's changed in the Classic City since Laken Riley's death. That is Sunday on 11 Alive News at 11.